How's everyone doing? You guys ready for a hypnotist show? Yeah. Awesome. So, show of hands. How many people have been hypnotized before? All right, quite a few. Awesome. How many people plan on trying to get hypnotized today? All of you. Awesome. So, we're going to start off with some exercises just to see how well you can get hypnotized. And then from there, we'll get some people up on stage. We'll have some fun with you guys. So, first exercise, I want everyone to go ahead and take your hands out directly in front of you like this. Now go ahead and interlock your fingers like this. Bring them up to your face and place your two pointer fingers facing straight up just like that. So everyone go ahead and stare at your fingers. Now I want you to keep staring at your fingers right about now. I want you to imagine that you have magnets on the tips of your fingers, and the more that you look at your fingers, the closer those fingers become. So the more that you look at them, the closer and closer those fingers get. Remember, you're not trying to force it, they just come closer and closer together until they completely touch. Alright, so quick show of hands, how many people had their fingers come and touch each other? Alright, quite a few, awesome. So we're going to do another one, this one's my favorite, so what I want everyone to do is go ahead and take your hands, place them directly out in front of you like this. Awesome, now I want you to take your right hand and turn your right hand over. Alright, so right hand is turned over, both arms are completely out. Now everyone just go ahead and listen to my voice. I want you to go ahead and close your eyes right now. So go ahead and close your eyes with their hands straight out. I want you to imagine that in your right hand you're holding on to a bucket. So right hand has a bucket, and left hand has a balloon attached to the left wrist. So I want you to imagine right now with your right hand with that bucket that I'm pouring sand into that bucket, and that bucket starts getting heavier and heavier, and it starts dropping further and further down. And I want you to imagine right now with your left hand, with that balloon that's attached to your left wrist, I want you to imagine that balloon getting filled with helium, and that balloon starts drifting further and further up into the air. And the further up that your left arm goes, the further down that your right arm drops. And the further down that your right arm drops, the further up that left arm goes. They start drifting further and further apart. Go ahead and freeze where you're at and go ahead and open up your eyes. Go ahead and see how far apart your arms getting. Alright, so show of hands, how many people had their arms pretty far apart? Awesome, perfect. So, here's what we'll do. We got about 8 chairs up here. So, I invite anybody that wants to try out hypnosis just to come up on stage. So whoever fills up the chairs first. So, come up on stage. If we need more, we can put up some more chairs as well. Careful, careful. Alright, we'll grab one more chair. Here, yeah, come up on stage. I got a chair for you. But if you just want to go ahead and take this chair and set it way down there, and you can sit right next to her. Okay, so we have our people up on stage. So this is how this is going to work. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to ask for the next few minutes that you guys just keep quiet for a little bit, so that way I can just further to relax them. I'm going to relax them for about 5 minutes, get them as comfortable as possible, and then what we'll do is we're going to try to figure out who is the easiest to hypnotize out of these people, and then we'll go from there. Now, does everyone up here have any questions before we get started, or just want to jump right into it? Okay, awesome. So, what I want everyone to do is just go ahead and take your hands directly out in front of you, just like this. Awesome. So make sure your hands about shoulder length apart. And I want everyone to go ahead and stare at your hands right now. So everyone go ahead and stare at your hands. And I want you to imagine, remember how your fingertips came closer and closer together? I want you to imagine as you're staring at your hands right now, I want you to imagine you have magnets on the palms of your hands. And the more that you look at your hands, the closer and closer that your hands become. And as soon as your hands touch each other, I just want your eyes to close and then your hands to drop down into your lap. Remember, everyone's at their own pace, so you can just wait for everyone else as they do it for themselves. So your hands come closer and closer together, and as soon as your hands touch, they just drop down into your lap.
Is this supposed to be voluntary?
Yep, all you have to do is just imagine that you have magnets. All it is just pretending right now. So you just bring your hands closer and closer. There you go. As soon as your hands touch, your eyes close and drop down into your lap. I want everyone to go ahead and take one deep breath for me. Very good. Now for the next couple of minutes, just allow your eyes to completely close. And also from this point on, all noises and sounds are going to completely relax you. So eyes get heavier and heavier at this point. All noises and sounds completely relax you. Every word that I say is going to relax you. Anytime that you hear anything outside, any cars going by, any people talking, that's just going to relax you as well. So everyone, go ahead and take 3 deep breaths for me. Remember, everyone's at their own pace, and all you have to do is just relax and follow all directions, and as long as you follow directions, you'll get hypnotized no problem, and I can guarantee you that if you get hypnotized properly today, you will get the best night's sleep of your life, so that's something to look forward to with that. So what we're going to do is we're going to relax each muscle group, so I want you to relax all the muscles in your eyes right now. So relaxing the eyes. I want you to relax all the muscles in your forehead, relax your cheeks, your jaw. Take another deep breath. Remember, your whole entire neck just letting go. Your whole entire head. Maybe your right shoulder drops and then your left shoulder. But then they become equally as relaxed. Moving down throughout your arms, hands, and fingertips. Remember, you're allowing yourself to be hypnotized. You're open for suggestion, open for anything that's about to happen. Remember, with hypnosis, you're completely aware of everything the whole entire time. The only thing that you're going to feel is just your eyes are going to be closed and you're just going to feel relaxed. So moving down throughout your chest, down throughout your stomach, your waist. Remember, a wave of relaxation down throughout your legs, feet to the tips of your toes. Any body parts that need more relaxing, go ahead and relax them right now. So maybe it's your facial muscles, maybe it's your shoulders, just let them drop. And if you ever need to adjust yourself to get more comfortable, go ahead and do so, because every time that you adjust yourself, you're going to get 10 times more relaxed. Remember, all noises and sounds completely relax you. And also, from this point on, anything that the audience does, you're going to feed off of that. So anything that the audience does just puts you deeper and deeper down. So one more deep breath. Very good. Now what's going to happen is I'm going to count backwards from 10. With every single number that I count backwards from 10, you're going to fall 10 times deeper. Remember, you're still aware of everything the whole time. You're just more open to suggestion. So I'm going to count backwards from 10 with every single number. Just fall 10 times deeper. I'm also going to come around to each person. I'm just going to tap you on the shoulder. And when I tap you on the shoulder, just allow yourself to completely relax. And as soon as we get to the last number, I'm going to say the word sleep on the last number. Now on this number, it does not mean that you're going to fall completely asleep. It just means I want you to relax as much as you possibly can. Be open for suggestion. So coming down from 10, shoulders dropping, eyes getting heavier. 9. As each breeze that goes by, that further to relax you as well. 8. I want you to imagine me taking a lead blanket and placing that lead blanket over top of you right now, pushing down all of your muscles. And down from 7, 6. Remember, as I come around, touch each person on the shoulders, it's going to relax even more. So as soon as I touch your shoulders, completely let go. Coming down from 7, 6, 5. Completely relaxing, eyes getting heavier. Very good. Remember, you're going to be able to keep yourself completely seated in a seat at all times. You're never going to be able to fall out of your seat. If anything, you can just fall into the person next to you, but you will never fall out of your seat completely. And now from 5, 4, taking a second lead blanket and place that lead blanket over top of you right now, pushing down all of your muscles. And 5, 4, taking another deep breath. Remember, on every exhale, you're going to sink 10 times deeper down into your chair. So on every exhale, further down into your chair. From 4, going faster and deeper down. 4, 3, 2, taking another deep breath. 2, 1, and sleep. Going deeper and deeper all the way down, completely relaxing every muscle and every fiber. Very good. I want you to take 2 deep breaths for me. Remember, anything that I say from this point on becomes the complete and absolute truth. So without a doubt in your mind, anything I say becomes the truth. So anytime that I say the word sleep, your eyes will automatically close, and your shoulders are going to drop down, and you're going to fall right back into an even deeper state. So even me saying the word sleep right now makes you feel more relaxed. So that being said, remember, anything I say becomes a complete and absolute truth. So in a moment, I'm going to wake you up on the count of 3. And as soon as I wake you up, you're going to stay in this hypnotic state. You're still going to feel very relaxed and very tired. You're actually going to be wanting to go back to sleep. Because in a moment when your eyes are awake, I'm going to shake your hand, I'm going to say the word sleep. And as soon as I do that, you're just going to allow your eyes to close. And then you go right back to where you were and just start relaxing. Why don't you take one more deep breath? Remember, still staying in the hypnotic state, being very open for suggestion, feeling very, very tired and relaxed. Coming up from 1, 2, coming back, around, and 3. You can open up your eyes. Alright, so show of hands. How many people feel more relaxed than when they first got up on stage? Most of you, awesome. You're fine, you're fine. So, you guys are feeling pretty good down there? Alright, you guys said that you're feeling kind of relaxed. Do you guys want to keep going? Alright, go ahead and shake my hand for me. Take a deep breath. Alright, I just want you to go ahead and take one deep breath and just allow your eyes to start closing down. Very good. I'm just going to drop your arm down. Just make sure it's loose and limp so that we can just drop it down to your left. So go from 3, 2, 1, and sleep. Yep, just go and drop it down. Perfect. Go and shake my hand for me. Take a deep breath. Allow your eyes to go ahead and close. Very good. Eyes getting heavier. Closing them down now from 3, 2, 1, and sleep. Just let it fall down. Very good. Go and shake my hand. How you doing? Pretty good? Remember, just go ahead and drop your arm down so that way I can just drop down from 3, 2, eyes getting heavier, 2, 1, and sleep. Going deeper down. Perfect. Go ahead and take a deep breath for me. From 3, 2, 1, and sleep. Going deeper down. Very good. Take a deep breath. And sleep. Going deeper and deeper down. They are doing very good. Go ahead and shake my hand for me. How you doing? Good. All right. Take one deep breath as your hand starts dropping down from 3. Eyes getting heavier. 2. Eyes starting to close now. 1, and sleep. Going deeper down. Very good. Take one deep breath. Very good. And sleep. Going deeper and deeper down. Very good. And how are you? Good. Awesome. So coming out from 3, 2, 1, and sleep. Going deeper and deeper down. Very good. And for you? Go ahead and take a deep breath. From 3, 2, 1, and sleep. Going deeper down. Now, as everyone's taking a deep breath, remember from this point on, everything I say becomes a complete and absolute truth. And remember, anything the audience does, if the audience laughs, claps, applauds, anything that they do, they feed off of that. So I want you to take another deep breath for me. Now what I want all of you to do right now with your eyes closed, I just want you to place your hands into your lap together with your fingers interlocking, your palms touching each other. I want you to start squeezing your hands together. So palms touching, fingers interlocking, start squeezing your hands together. There you go, start squeezing tighter and tighter down. And as you're squeezing, I'm just going to keep talking. So what is going to happen is as you're squeezing, I'm going to count to 3. And as soon as I count to 3, you're going to try to pull apart your hands. And what's going to happen is you're going to try to pull your hands. And when you do that, you're going to find it will be physically impossible to pull apart your hands. Because the more that you try to pull your hands apart, the more stuck that they become. So I want you to imagine right now that I'm taking super glue and super gluing your hands together right now. So more and more super glue all over your hands, fingers, and fingertips. Then taking tape and taping all the way around that, going tighter and tighter down. Very good. So keep squeezing tighter and tighter. Remember, on count to 3, the more that you try, the more stuck that they become. Even if they come apart even a little bit, they're going to go right back together and lock down 10 times more. So keep squeezing from 1, more and more, 2, to the tips of your fingers turn white, 2, and 3. Go ahead and try to pull apart your hands. The more that you try, the more stuck that they become. Very good. More and more locking down. Very good. 1, 2, 3. You can release your hands back down to your lap. You can take a deep breath and start sinking further and further down. Very good. Remember, just focus on yourselves. You two want to stay up here, or you two want to take a seat? You guys want to stay up here? All right. Awesome. Now we're going to take one deep breath as your arms start to relax now. Hands can move back around. There we go. Now I want you to imagine right now, with your hands closed, just like we did when we first started, I want you to imagine whatever free hand that you choose, could be left or right, I want you to imagine with that hand, you have a big red balloon attached to your wrist just like we did before. So imagine a giant balloon attached to your wrist. Right now, that balloon starts lifting further and further up into the air. And that balloon starts drifting further up. It doesn't feel like you're lifting it. It feels like that balloon is pulling so hard on your wrist that it starts drifting further up into the air. And as I keep talking, that balloon's going to go directly up over your head. And as soon as that happens, once it goes all the way up, this is going to stick there. And as we're talking, this is going to go higher and higher up into the air. And just like we did with the hands stuck together, what's going to happen is as this keeps going higher, I'm going to count to 3. As soon as I count to 3, you're going to try to pull your arm down, but when you do that, it's going to be so physically impossible to pull your arm down that the more you try, the more stuck it becomes. Remember, because that balloon is pulling so hard onto your wrist that you cannot pull it down. And you don't want it to come down because you want it to stick up in the air. So take another deep breath as that arm goes further and further up into the air. And it starts locking into place and sticking right where it's at right now. From 1, sticking, locking down right where it's at. 2, more and more stuck. 2 and 3, you can go ahead and try to pull it down. You can actually take your free hand, try to pull it down with your free hand. The more you try to pull it down, the more stuck it becomes. Actually feels kind of cool that it's completely stuck because you can actually take your free hand, you can try to pull it down more and more if you want to. Very good. Becoming more and more stuck. And coming down from 3, 2, 1, you can release that balloon back down. And as soon as that arm drops down, you're going to fall into an even deeper sleep. Remember, everyone's at their own pace as it starts drifting further down. Very good. I want you to remember, I want you to imagine me taking another light blanket and placing it over top of you right now, relaxing every single muscle, pushing down into the chair. Remember, you're not worried about anybody else, you're not worried about the audience, you're not worrying about anything except for how much you can get yourself to relax right now. So now that your hands are completely relaxed again, we're going to do one last one. I want you to take whichever free hand you'd like to and place that free hand on top of your lap right now with your fingers spread out. Whichever hand that you'd like to. Very good. What's going to happen is I'm going to come around, I'm going to push on the back of your hand. As soon as I push on the back of your hand, what's going to happen is your hand is going to become completely stuck just as before. And the more you try to move that hand, the more it's going to get stuck. And this time, you're going to feel a numbness from the back of your hand all the way up to your arm, all the way up to your shoulder. So the more you try to move it, the more it's going to stick down. So I'm going to push on every single hand right now, and it starts sticking, locking down in place. Very good, just like that, sticking, locking down. I want you to take your free hand, move your free hand around, so that you can move that freely. I want you to try to move the hand that's stuck down to the lap. Remember, you can try harder and harder, as hard as you want to. You can even take your free hand, try to pick up the hand that's stuck down. Let's start sticking, locking down. Very good. And you can go ahead and release your hand right now. Hands going back to normal. You can just drop your hands into your lap wherever you'd like to. Coming down from 3, 2, 1, and sleep. Going deeper and deeper all the way down. Relaxing every muscle and every fiber again. Remember, if I ever come around and touch you on the shoulder, you're just going to allow yourself to sink down 20 times more into that chair. Very good. Now we're going to take one more deep breath. Very good. Now what's going to happen is I'm going to wake everyone up on the count of 3. As soon as I wake you up on the count of 3, you're still going to stay in that hypnotic state. You're still going to feel very relaxed. You might have a little bit more energy this time, but this time I want you to think of the number 6 right now. So think of the number 6. Very good. And with your eyes closed, you're going to completely forget that number right now, gone out of your mind. So the more that you try to remember that number, the more that you're going to forget it. Even if you think that you can say that number, you're going to open up your mouth and no words will come out because it's physically impossible to say. Your tongue will just roll around. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. Once your eyes are open, if I ever snap in front of you, you're just going to forget that number 10 times more. Just allowing yourself to forget it. So coming up on the count of 3, still staying in the hypnotic state, forgetting that number 10 times more. Coming up from 1, feeling very good and relaxed. 2, ready to have lots of fun. 2 and 3, wide awake, wide awake. All right, show of hands. How's everyone feeling? Pretty good? Everyone's feeling good? Awesome. All right, so I'm going to come around to some people. All right, tell everyone your name.
Travis.
All right. I couldn't help but notice you got a pointer finger there. Awesome. So here, can I have you go ahead and place your hands out like this? Awesome. Now what I want you to do with your pointer fingers, I'm going to hold the microphone up to you. And I just want you to count each finger on her hand. Can you do that for me?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay, so 11.
Yep.
Okay. Here, we'll try this. Is anyone here good at math? You're good at math? Awesome. Here, we'll just do this as a group. You just say it out loud. What's 1 plus 1? 2. Awesome. Okay. Do you know what 3 plus 1 is? 4. Okay, what about, we'll do, what's 5 plus 1?
7.
Okay, so 5 plus 1 is 7?
Yeah.
Okay, what's 7 minus 1?
5.
Everyone agree with that? Awesome. Alright, how about you? Do you want to try counting his fingers?
Sure.
Okay, you want to just go ahead and hold your hands straight out for me, and you're going to take out your pointer finger, I'm going to hold the microphone up, and just count each finger for me.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay, 11 fingers, awesome. So, oh, I'm sorry. So he has 11 fingers? Awesome. Alright, so we'll go on from here. So I want everyone to go ahead and look up here for me. I want everyone to go ahead and take one deep breath. And what's going to happen is I'm going to drop my hand down to here. As soon as I drop my hand down to here, I'm going to snap my fingers, I'm going to say that word, and then you can just drift off to wherever you'd like to. Remember, you can fall into the person next to you, you just will not be able to fall out of your seat. So go ahead and take one last deep breath as your shoulders drop and your eyes start getting a little bit heavier from 3, 2, starting to go back down, 2, 1, and sleep. Going deeper and deeper down, relaxing every muscle and every fiber. As I come around and touch your shoulders again, taking another deep breath. Very good. Now this time what's going to happen is the number 6 is back in your memory. Number 6 is back in your memory. You can remember that number, but this time something very strange is going to happen because as soon as you open up your eyes, instead of the number 6, you're going to completely forget your first name. Same as before. The more you try to say it, the more that you forget it. And if you even try to say it, your tongue's just going to roll around. You can say your middle name, your last name, but your first name completely gone. And you don't even care that it's gone because you're so relaxed. And this time you're going to feel more energized, you're going to feel more awake. So 1, coming back around, forgetting that name more and more. 2, coming back around. And 3, wide awake everyone. Alright, everyone's still doing pretty good? Awesome. Let's see, I didn't get anybody's name, so what's your name?
Brenna.
Brenna? Awesome, good for you. Do you have a name?
Yeah, thanks.
Awesome. How you doing, Charlie Kid?
Good.
Good. Do you have a last name?
What?
Do you have a last name?
Hello.
Okay, do you have a middle name?
Yeah.
And do you have a first name?
Don't know.
Well, hi, I don't know. I'm Josh. Very good. And sleep, going deeper and deeper. Very good. Completely relaxing. High five. And sleep, going deeper and deeper down. Very good. Let's see. Here, can you hold on to this for me? Thank you. Go ahead and look up here for me. Take a deep breath. Very good. And sleep, going deeper down. Very good. Now, go ahead and shake my hand for me. Take a deep breath. Very good. And 3, 2, 1, and sleep, going deeper down. How you doing?
Good.
Good. What was your last name?
Well,
Alright, do you have a middle name?
yeah.
What is it?
Thomas.
Thomas, alright. And do you have a first name?
No.
Awesome. Well, nice to meet you. Very good. And sleep, going deeper and deeper down. Do you remember your name yet?
No.
I didn't think so. Alright, high five. And sleep, going deeper and deeper down. Very good. What's your last name?
Simpson.
Alright, and do you have a first name?
No.
Perfect. So, I'm just going to take your hand, just make sure it's loose limb because I'm going to drop it down. And just go ahead and sit back in your chair, get relaxed. Very good. 3, 2, 1, and sleep, going deeper and deeper down. Very good. Now, I just want you to go ahead and sit back in your chairs for me. Take a deep breath. I'm going to count down from 3. As soon as I count down from 3, I just want your eyes to completely close and just start relaxing from that point on. So down from 3, shoulders dropping. Just go ahead and get your eyes nice and heavy. Down from 2, eyes starting to close now. 2, 1. Just go ahead and close your eyes and start relaxing. Very good. Perfect. Now everyone go ahead and take one deep breath for me again. Very good. Now, what's going to happen is I'm going to wake all of you up on the count of 3 just as before. And this time your name is going to be back to normal. You can remember your first name. And what's going to happen is something very strange. As soon as you're awake on the count of 3, anytime that I snap my fingers, so you're going to be looking at me when you're awake, but as soon as I snap my fingers, snapping your fingers is the funniest thing in the whole entire world for some reason. Every single snap just gets funnier and funnier for some reason. And as soon as I clap my hands together with the microphone in my hand, whenever I clap my hands, you cannot laugh anymore. You get completely serious. So you get completely serious, straight face, but every snap gets funnier and funnier and funnier. You can't even explain it. You might even be aware it's going on, but you don't care because it's just so funny. So names are back to normal now, coming up from 1. Remember, more and more energized. 2, coming back around in. 3, wide awake. All right, so everyone doing pretty good? Awesome, so let's test this out. Who wants to hear a joke? All of you, cool. So, let's try this one out. Why didn't the skeleton go to the dance? He had no body to go with. Yeah, you like that, don't you? You like that joke? Yeah? Alright, cool. How about you? Do you like it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Alright, hey, you know what? We'll try it to you. Go ahead and start snapping your fingers. Yeah, check it out. Yeah, you try it. Yeah, all you guys go ahead and try it. Go ahead and start snapping your fingers. You know, it gets twice as funny when you do both hands. Go both hands, go. Faster. There you go. 3, 2, 1, clap. There we go. Awesome. I'm going to play with this guy. So, tell you what. I got a string right here on the end of your nose. So go ahead and look at that string. You can see that string. I'm going to move it around. You can kind of feel that, can't you? Because watch, I can actually pull down. There you go. And sleep, going deeper and deeper down. Awesome. Alright, everyone else, go ahead and look up here for me. Take a deep breath. Get comfortable. Remember, as soon as I get down to about here, I'm going to say that word coming down from 3. Eyes getting heavier. 2. Coming back down, starting to relax. 2, 1, and sleep. Going deeper and deeper down. We're going to relax you for a little bit, so I want you to focus on your deep breaths for right now. Remember, every exhale you sink further down. If you need help to further to relax, you can also think about a happy place if you'd like to. Remember, feeding off the audience anytime with any noise whatsoever, and I encourage them to clap whenever you guys have your eyes open. They can get as loud as you want because you'll feed off of that. Take one more deep breath. Remember, snaps and claps are regular again. Now this time, something more strange is going to happen. When you guys open up your eyes, for some reason, anytime that I say the word dog is just the best word in the whole entire world. It makes you so happy, makes you so energetic. You love dogs. Maybe a dog barking, anything about dogs, best thing ever. You got to talk about them. You probably have a story. It's probably a made-up story, but you have to tell it to people because you just love dogs. And anytime that you hear the word cat, the word cat is the saddest word in the whole entire world. You might get very, very sad. You might have a sad story. You just do not like cats. So cats are very, very sad, and dogs super, super happy. So taking one last deep breath, taking all that in. Coming up from 1, coming back around, 2, feeling good, feeling amazing, 2, and 3, wide awake. All right, everyone doing good? She loves cats. She just said that. You guys love cats down there? Yeah. You guys like cats? We can talk about dogs. You guys like dogs? Yeah? You like dogs, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah? Do you have a story about a dog?
No.
Do you have a dog?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Shelby.
Awesome. Does anyone else have a dog down here? You have a dog. What dog do you have?
I have a boxer.
You're a boxer? That's awesome. Do you have any cats?
I have a cat.